Forget what you thought about citizenship. It's not just about where you are born anymore, it's a product now. Want a passport from a sunny island nation? Need access to better healthcare and education? Some countries are happy to take your money in exchange for citizenship. Welcome to the wild world of citizenship for sale. Small countries, especially islands, have figured out a way to boost their economies, selling passports to the rich and powerful. They offer a fast track to citizenship in exchange for hefty investments. Think of it like a VIP line for nationality. This trend is turning the very idea of citizenship on its head. Once upon a time, your passport reflected your birthplace, your history, your identity. Now it's becoming just another commodity in our globalized world, like a fancy car or a designer handbag. For those who can afford it, of course. So, who's selling? Think small island nations, places like Saint Kitts and Nevis, Dominica and Antigua and Barbuda in the Caribbean, or Malta and Cyprus in the Mediterranean. These countries have limited resources and often rely heavily on tourism. Selling citizenship is a way for them to attract foreign investment and diversify their economies. Imagine being a small island nation with beautiful beaches but limited economic opportunities. Suddenly, you have a way to attract millions, even billions of dollars in investments. These countries aren't just handing out passports to anyone though. They have rules, regulations, and of course, price tags. These programs usually require a significant financial contribution. The idea is that the investment benefits the country and its citizens, not just the individual buying their way in. But while these programs might seem like a win-win on the surface, they raise uncomfortable questions. The ethics of selling citizenship are about as clear as mud. Proponents argue that it's a win-win. Countries get much-needed investment, and individuals get a chance at a better life. They point out that these programs often come with strict vetting processes to weed out criminals and undesirables. But critics aren't convinced. They argue that selling citizenship undermines the very idea of national identity and creates a two-tiered system where the wealthy can buy their way into privilege while others are left behind. Let's not forget the elephant in the room: tax avoidance. Many of these programs offer significant tax advantages, attracting wealthy individuals and corporations looking to shield their assets. This can drain other countries of much-needed tax revenue, exacerbating global inequality. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, has raised concerns about these programs being used to hide assets and avoid taxes. And then there's the issue of security. Sun, sand, and citizenship, the cases of Saint Kitts and Malta. Let's get specific. Take Saint Kitts and Nevis, a tiny twin island nation in the Caribbean. They pioneered the citizenship by investment game back in 1984. For a cool $250,000 investment in their sugar industry, you could have become a citizen. Today, their program offers a few options, including a sustainable growth fund donation starting at $150,000 or real estate investment with a minimum of $200,000. The result? A significant boost to their economy, but also criticism for essentially selling out their sovereignty. Then there's Malta, strategically located in the Mediterranean Sea. Their individual investor program requires a hefty investment, starting at around 600,000 euros, plus additional contributions and property purchases. It's one of the priciest programs globally, but offers a major perk: access to the EU. Holders of Maltese passports can live, work, and travel freely within the EU. Unsurprisingly, it's been popular among wealthy individuals and families seeking a European base. The world pushes back backlash and regulations. The citizenship for sale business hasn't gone unnoticed. The international community is catching on, and let's just say they are not thrilled. The European Union in particular has been a vocal critic. They see these schemes, especially those within their own backyard, as a backdoor into the EU for dodgy individuals. They worry about money laundering, tax evasion, and even security risks. The EU has put pressure on member states like Malta and Cyprus to tighten their programs, and even threatened sanctions. They've also called for greater transparency and information sharing to track the beneficiaries of these schemes. The OECD has joined the chorus, issuing reports and guidelines to combat the use of these programs for tax avoidance. But it's not just about regulations. Shady deals and golden visas. The dark side of citizenship for sale. Let's face it, where there's big money and lax rules, there are bound to be some bad actors. The world of citizenship for sale is no exception. Reports of corruption, money laundering, and even ties to organized crime have plagued some of these programs. There have been cases of politicians allegedly accepting bribes in exchange for granting citizenship, and instances where individuals with criminal records managed to slip through the cracks. One particular area of concern is the use of golden visas. These are residency by investment programs that offer a pathway to citizenship after a certain period. While not directly selling passports, these schemes have been criticized for similar reasons: lack of transparency, potential for abuse, and a lack of genuine connection to the country in question. The allure of a golden visa has attracted not only wealthy individuals, but also those seeking to hide their wealth or escape scrutiny in their home countries. The lack of transparency in some of these programs makes it difficult to track down the bad guys. What is a nation? Identity in a world of citizen shoppers. So, what does it all mean? The citizenship for sale phenomenon forces us to ask some big, uncomfortable questions. What does it mean to be a citizen? Is it just a matter of paperwork and legal status, or is there something more? What happens to the idea of national identity when passports become commodities? In a world where everything seems to be for sale, what's the value of belonging? The rise of citizenship for sale is a symptom of a larger trend: the increasing mobility of capital and people in our globalized world. As wealth becomes more concentrated and borders become more porous, the traditional notions of citizenship and national identity are being challenged. The debate is far from over, but one thing's for sure: the passport you carry may soon say more about your bank balance than your birthplace, and that's something worth thinking about.